dégâts sur leur façon d'utiliser le char. Et ça permet de voir aussi un peu les...
Hello everyone, welcome back to Military Plus. So, what do you think of France's new super tank, the Leclerc? A retired colonel in the French Army's logistical brigade jokingly asked me in 2002. You know, the one we paid a fortune for, and that we'll never use in battle. By the 1970s, the French Army knew its AMX-30s could not reliably defeat the latest Soviet tanks, such as the T-72. The independent-minded French didn't want to simply buy new tanks from the United States or Germany. They wanted a tank as hard-hitting as the Abrams was, but also lighter and better protected than the American vehicle.
And I think it shows the agility of an armored brigade that can be able to...
The French Army fields 406 Leclercs, 240 of which are in its 4 active tank regiments. There are also 20 recovery vehicle variants in service. The 3 principal Western main battle tanks, the Abrams, the German Leopard 2, and the British Challenger 2, share many design elements such as 120mm guns, 4-person crews, and composite armor. While similar in its major performance parameters, the Leclerc exhibits a lot of French quirks. In place of a human loader, it features an auto-loader system with a rate of fire of 12 shells per minute. The auto-loader reduces the crew to just 3, a commander, gunner, and driver. The Leclerc has a 50 caliber machine gun in the coaxial position next to the main gun rather than next to the commander's hatch. Its 120mm smoothbore main gun is slightly longer than the Abrams is, meaning it can, in theory, penetrate more armor. It's also capable of firing programmable air-burst high-explosive shells. But the Leclerc's principal advantages lie in its defensive properties and mobility. The comparative effectiveness of modern tank armor is difficult to calculate, but the Leclerc and the M1 appear to have similar frontal armor, though some critics argue the Leclerc's frontal plate has more weak points around its sensors. In place of the M1's Chabam composite armor, the Leclerc boasts an unusual mix of composite, traditional, and reactive armor that is slightly more effective against kinetic penetrators fired by other tanks. The Leclerc's side armor, however, is clearly superior to the M1's. Newer models also feature titanium armor inserts and explosive reactive armor bricks on the side, belts of explosives that prematurely detonate incoming missiles and shells. Finally, a Galax grenade launcher in the turret can discharge a variety of munitions, including flashbang grenades, high explosives, multispectral screening smoke, and infrared decoys that can confuse missiles. The Leclerc also has a smaller turret profile than the Abrams does, making it harder to hit. However, critics argue the smaller turret affords less space for internal upgrades. At 60 tons, the Leclerc is 10 tons lighter than most Western main battle tanks are. There are many benefits: a good power-to-weight ratio, lower ground pressure, superb acceleration, and a comparatively high maximum speed of 4 to 5 miles per hour. The Leclerc is a lot more fuel efficient than many other tanks. It can travel 340 miles before refueling, compared to 260 for the Abrams. This reduces the tank's logistical burden. Critics claim the Leclercs are difficult to maintain. Defenders of the French vehicle insist this reflects the teething problems of early production models. Though they haven't seen combat, French Leclercs have deployed on peacekeeping missions in Kosovo and Lebanon, where they performed well. In one dramatic incident in Lebanon in 2006, a platoon of 4 Leclercs confronted between 2 and 5 Israeli Merkava tanks attempting to enter the Lebanese village of Marwahin. After a 20-minute standoff, the 2 sides disengaged. The French unveiled a new upgrade, the Leclerc XLR, in June 2016, with the goal of keeping Leclercs relevant until 2040. In addition to new sensors and electronics, the XLR would have modular armor kits, including one kit protecting against IED by jamming cellular signals and another optimized for defeating rocket-propelled grenades.